Last month in an interview, Gary Payton said LeBron was Lakers bound, telling the world that his son was already committed to LA's Sierra Canyon School. So as we welcome the Hall of Famer Gary Payton to the program, GP, did anything about the LeBron announcement or contract surprise you?
Well, no, not about going to L.A. You know, we all had a pretty good idea that that's where he wanted to go. You know, his family always said that that they wanted to be in his son, and he always had told him that his family is a big part of what he's going to do because they always been listening to him, and now he's going to listen to them. So we really thought about that. You know, the contract is that he's done. You know, he don't want to move anymore. This is his last stop. He just showed it. You know, he showed it by signing a long-term deal and giving LA a chance to put some people around him. So he's just showing that, you know, this is his last stop.
Yeah, and the long-term part is interesting as well. He signed with L.A. without the guarantee of another superstar on the roster, at least this upcoming season. How good are the Lakers right now?
Well, you know, they're going to contend. You know, once you get him, people got to understand, they had won 27 games a year ago, and then this year they were 8+. So putting him on the team, you can go from 35 to 45 to 47 almost. Give him 12 more wins and be in the playoffs in the West. They're putting pieces together. You know, they did a good job of getting Rondo with a guard that can help Alonzo Ball, Lance Stevenson who can guard somebody, JaVale McGee who can block shots and do things. Now he has to just have some players that's going to score with him and he can rely on. You know, and he doesn't have to do so much work. I don't know if they're a championship team. I don't think that's the case. I think they're a playoff team.
And, Gary, with that being said, what advice would you give LeBron, knowing that Cleveland's a small market from a media standpoint? Obviously, Miami has its market. But now you're going to L.A. They're expecting championships. What advice do you give him, knowing that you were the big man in Seattle going to L.A. with Shaq and all those things, but he's still the king of the hill? What advice to kind of get the Lakers back to championship?
All I can do is just tell him to be himself. He has to go in there with the same mentality that he's been doing for the last, 8 years that he went to the finals for 8 years straight. He has to go in there and make everybody else better. I think if he makes everybody else better, you got to think about it. You done came to a Western Conference that's loaded. The Golden State and the Houston. They're going to be good, you know, so you're going to have to try to dethrone them, but you got to get players. This first year, you got to make them understand we're going to get better. We're going to be a 10+ more team, win 45, 46 games, and then you're showing the light. The next year, you're going to have to be in contention of winning the championship. His mindset has just to be, I'm going to get this team to be the best team it can be. You get me the right players, we're going to win basketball games, and we're going to contend for a championship.
Gary, let's move over to the defending champs now, Golden State. What was your thought when they were able to go out and acquire DeMarcus Cousins? And when he gets healthy, what do you feel like he brings to the table?
Well, a great basketball player. We didn't think that he was going to be in this situation. You know, just taking a mid-level exception, and then all of a sudden now going with the Golden State Warriors. If he comes back right, he would have to adjust his game. You know, DeMarcus likes to hold the ball at the top, shoot threes, and get to the bucket and spin and do things. But he got a lot of players around him now. He doesn't have to do that. I think he would have to get in on the block, face up guys, and you know, be that man. You know, that's the only thing Golden State missed was a big man. Now they got a true big man at 25 and 12 or 13 that can go. If he comes back from his Achilles injury and be the player that they want him to be and adjust his game and get down low and run with them, they're going to be an unstoppable basketball team.
GP, before we let you go, obviously Kawhi Leonard is still out there. If you're any team in the league willing to take the risk to go after him, even if it's only for 1 year, which team should do it?
Well, you would have to say either the Lakers or Philadelphia. Philadelphia will be a good team because you can take the risk. They'll still be good, and then you got to make sure that you can influence him to come back. This is a good team. We can win the East all the time. We can beat a lot of people. Then we can contend with the West, whoever in the West. if you be that player. And he has to bite into it. He has to be just almost like Paul George did. You know, Oklahoma didn't think that they can keep him, but he got with Westbrook. Westbrook convinced him, and he stayed. I think the Lakers are the same thing. You put him with LeBron and a couple of more pieces, and he's at home, he's going to do that. But, you know, San Antonio has to get the right players for him. And if the Lakers want to make that move and they want to keep him, they don't have any problems because he wants to be there. So that's the team that, you know, has to make the sacrifice and say, are we going to give some of these young players away and some draft picks? And then think about, are we going to win a championship in year one or year two? And they got to make that decision.
That's the Basketball Hall of Famer and free agent prophet, Gary Payton. GP, good to talk to you as always. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.